The Great Indian Novel, by Shashi Tharoor. Once upon a time, in India, there lived a man named Gangaji, who was a well-known writer and a member of the Indian National Congress. Gangaji had a son named Ganesh, who was also a writer but had a different opinion than his father about the Indian independence movement. As India struggles for independence, the story follows the lives of the main characters who are all inspired by real-life personalities of India's freedom struggle. Jawaharlal Nehru, Mohandas Gandhi, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Sardar Patel, and other notable figures from India's history are all present in the novel, portrayed in a satirical manner. Gangaji's son, Ganesh, becomes disillusioned with the Indian National Congress and eventually joins the Communist Party. He becomes a follower of the Chinese Communist leader Mao Zedong and the Soviet Union's Joseph Stalin. The story also includes the mythological characters of the Indian epic Mahabharata, such as the Pandavas, the Kauravas, and the god Krishna. These characters are used to draw parallels between India's independence struggle and the epic battle of Kurukshetra, which is the central theme of the Mahabharata. As India gains independence, the characters in the story struggle to establish a democratic government and to address issues of social inequality. Gangaji's son, Ganesh, becomes a member of parliament, and the story follows his political career and the struggles he faces in the new India. Throughout the story, Tharoor uses satire and humor to comment on India's political, social, and cultural issues. The Great Indian Novel is a complex work that blends mythology, history, and politics to offer a unique perspective on India's journey to independence and beyond. In the end, the novel leaves the reader with the message that India's journey towards democracy and social equality is an ongoing struggle that requires constant vigilance and effort from its citizens. And that concludes our summary of The Great Indian Novel, by Shashi Tharoor. I hope this helps. Here's a summary of some of the major incidents in The Great Indian Novel, by Shashi Tharoor. The novel starts with the story of India's independence movement and the political figures involved, such as Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and Sardar Patel. The novel draws parallels between India's struggle for independence and the epic battle of Kurukshetra in the Mahabharata. The character of Gangaji, a famous writer and member of the Indian National Congress, represents the Indian freedom fighters who led the independence movement. Gangaji's son, Ganesh, becomes a writer who is critical of his father's politics and eventually joins the Communist Party. The novel satirizes the Indian political system and its leaders, portraying them as power-hungry and corrupt. The character of Krishna is portrayed as a political strategist who helps the Pandavas win the Battle of Kurukshetra, and the character of Draupadi is depicted as a symbol of India's struggle for social equality. The novel also touches upon issues such as caste discrimination, religious conflict, and corruption in the Indian bureaucracy. The story follows Ganesh's political career as he rises to become a member of parliament and faces various challenges and obstacles along the way. The novel also includes a love story between Ganesh and his wife, Sarojini, which reflects the challenges of personal relationships in the context of India's political and social landscape. Overall, The Great Indian Novel is a complex work that uses humor, satire, and mythology to explore India's journey towards independence and its ongoing struggle for democracy and social equality. Here are some brief character summaries. Acharya Gangadhar Mishra, the narrator of the novel. Acharya Mishra is a historian who writes the story of the Indian independence movement in the form of a retelling of the Mahabharata. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, Gandhi is portrayed as the modern-day Bhishma. He is a political leader and a spiritual guide to the other characters. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, Nehru is portrayed as the modern-day Yudhishthira. He is a wise and just leader, but also somewhat naive. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, a leader of the Indian independence movement, Patel is portrayed as the modern-day Duryodhana. He is ambitious and power-hungry and is often at odds with Nehru. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan, Jinnah is portrayed as the modern-day Shakuni. He is a master manipulator who plays the Hindu and Muslim communities against each other. Indira Gandhi, Nehru's daughter and India's first female Prime Minister, Indira is portrayed as the modern-day Draupadi. She is strong-willed and determined, but also vulnerable. Jawaharlal Nehru's sister, Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit. She is portrayed as Kunti, the mother of the Pandavas. Motilal Nehru, Nehru's father. Motilal is portrayed as the modern-day Dhritarashtra. He is blind to the ambitions of his son and the people around him. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, a leader of the Indian National Army. Bose is portrayed as the modern-day Arjuna. He is a warrior who fights for the freedom of his country. Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India. Mountbatten is portrayed as the modern-day Krishna. He is a wise and benevolent figure who guides the Indian leaders towards independence. These are just a few of the many characters in the great Indian novel, each with their own unique personality and role in the story. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more book summaries.